Hello viewers, Triforce9 here. I'm making this video to show you my completed sewer system under the road here and toilets in houses. I've built this little village just for this tutorial. I've got a toilet set up here in the house. I've got some cocoa beans to flush because it looks like something that really needs to be flushed. I've got some paper to follow it along, and away it goes. Now I'll head down to the collection station at the end of the street here. I've got a project for another video already getting started. And there, I don't want that back. You can keep that sewer. Here is the sewer system. It's got, these are for the streets, as you can see, and this is where each of the houses are. It's got signs to keep the water from flowing backward. Bit of lag there. Without these signs, the water would flow in, and they would flow into the same spot, and the items would never move. I'll show a quick example. The sign will just sit there forever till it despawns. So you just place it there, and so anything in that water will just flow into that. And normally it'll flow past, but as long as there's a flow on the other side, it'll flow back in and flow away. Alright, so let's head to another one of the houses I have built. It's on the left here, down this street. It looks like just another normal house, like all the others, except that I have cut it in half, so you can see the insides and the toilet as it's working. I've also got a dispenser set up at the toilet to deposit some dirt in there. That should be quite enough. I'll get into place. You can see the wool block there. It pulled back by the piston. I've reversed the side where I usually put the piston because I didn't want to have to put it in the glass wall and you can't see the block being pulled back. As you see, the water falls and all the items go down. I'll do it one more time for you. That should be plenty. And flush it away. I could go collect that dirt at the collection point, as you've seen. I don't really need to, though. I have plenty of dirt, and I have too many items for when I need more dirt. I'm using Zombies mod pack for flying and for the time up there in the corner. Alright, so now we shall get to the tutorial, the building of a toilet. And I'm also going to show you how to connect the sewer system. So that'll kind of give you an idea of how I built the sewer system. I've got everything I already need in this chest here. I've got infinite gold tools, because they break a little faster than diamond. They just have far less durability. But if you shift click an item in Too Many Items mod here, it will give you an infinite usage on this diamond axe, or golden axe, excuse me. So we will head on in to the bathroom here. As you can see, it has no toilet, so we shall install one. First, we shall knock out a hole in the floor where the bottom of the toilet will sit, and pull a space out of the back wall for the back of the toilet. And I like to have a way to walk through the wall without having to go all the way around. Here's the corner of the toilet. Sticky piston goes off to one side, preferably under the wall, so it'll be hidden. And we will dig the channel for the ice. Get that on my hotbar here. So that way the items will flow. Otherwise, you'll need a switch instead of a button. If you don't have any access to ice, you'll have to have a switch, and you'll have to wait for the items to go before you can turn off the toilet. Alright, and then we need to dig down to the stone layer here, is where I've got my sewer system, and then I've got the water running one block down, and I've got the ice at the bottom of the track. So we need to clear out 2 spaces, and I need to get my signs ready, because when we break through into the sewer system, because of the layer we are at, the water will pour down on our faces, and if you're quick, you won't get any sewer water in your face, but I'm not usually that quick, and I get a face full of sewer water, excuse me. And I don't put anything on my signs. You can if you want. You could have it say what house this pipe leads to, or if you're at one of the streets, you can have it say which street you're at. I prefer to leave them blank because I don't intend on being down in these sewers much. At least not this end. Now we need to clear out dirt layer. Not for any real reason other than it makes it possible to access this tunnel. We lay down the ice to keep the items moving quick. We'll place the signs. You can place them any interval as long as... Well, I suppose with the ice, it'll push for a little while, but you don't usually want any more than 1 ice block space where the sign is. On the side tubes here, I do it so there's 2 flowing blocks, and the water source block, and another sign. So I will continue with my pattern, because that's the way I like to do it. Yes, alright. 1 there, yeah. And 1 there. And then I put 1 here, just to keep the water that will be flowing down separate from the water that's already here. We will fly out. No, not yet. I just remembered. I nearly always forget the water. This does not work without the water. I have built many toilets, and I always forget to put in the water. So it's like, what's gone wrong? And I go down there, and there's no water flowing. They're just sitting there at the corner. Alright. So now, it's time to build the general shape of the toilet. I use white wool. I think iron would look nice as well. You can experiment and find what material block you like to use the best. If you're using a different texture pack, you might need to do a little experimentation because they all look a bit different. Alright, we will put the water in here now. Put the button down so we can make the piston open and seal off the toilet, because otherwise it just constantly flows. And while yes, that is technically still a toilet, the idea is to be able to flush. So we will need a NOT gate to tell the toilet to tell the piston to open and stop the water flow. And then we will need to connect the redstone to the NOT gate. So now, when you press the button, this block will be powered by the button, and it will power the redstone behind it, which the redstone, being at this kind of cross shape here, isn't in any orientation. It'll just power all these spaces and this space, which means that this redstone torch will turn off once it is powered. Once a torch receives power, it turns off and stops giving power. And because this redstone here, it is powering the air, the block in between here, and it is giving power to this piston. Getting night, it seems. I'll make it day again. Single player commands. So that is the toilet, and now we are looking at the back here and saying, wait a minute. This is kind of messy looking. You've got redstone exposed. People can just run up and break my torch and let my toilet run. So we will add a small room to the back side of the house. I like to fill it in so no monsters spawn. I'm playing on peaceful right now, so no monsters are going to spawn anyway, but if I want to play on normal or hard, I don't want to have a creeper waiting for me in my bathroom while I'm trying to relieve myself. Alright. I like to extend the roof a bit. Otherwise it looks a bit strange. No, not here. Alright. There, though. And there. And it looks like all the other houses. And now we will test it out. We will... Oh, I did not close this up, it appears. Alright, and when we push the button, it opens up and lets the water flow, and we will flush down all this cobblestone and slabs and planks and dirt. You don't need that anymore. And away it goes. So we'll go down to the collection station and see if it all made it. I apologize if there's any shearing in the video where the image seems to be split in half. It is a issue I'm having with my recorder. I don't know what the cause is. And there is all the stuff. So it is a working Minecraft toilet and sewer system. I thank you guys for watching, and I bid you farewell.